Hey guys, it's me, Diana. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another speed build for you guys, and I'm sure you could already tell what it is by my tacky little intro that I did. I am going to be doing like Ted and Marshall and Lily's apartment above McLaren's bar. So this is under restaurants in the like community if you guys want to search for it. Also, if you guys want to search for it, you might have to check that mark that says mods. I don't know why it says there are mods on it. I'm pretty sure I saved it without any mods. There's two saves, one with mods and one without, I think, but it saved it as mods. So if you guys want to download it, make sure you check it out. But what really made me want to make this build was the bar underneath. I don't know why I couldn't stop thinking about making these staircases for such a long time. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can do McLaren's pub underneath a house. So that'd be really cool if you guys have, what is it? Get to work, I think, and you guys can own a restaurant, then literally you could own this bar and live just right above it. So I thought that was a really cool little feature. But this is really fun. I mean, I love How I Met Your Mother. If you guys love How I Met Your Mother, then we just became best friends. But this was a little difficult to make because it's one of those New York apartments. So there is a bottom level, but it's not too low. But, you know, you have to use a whole story lower on here because of the stairs. There's no half stairs. So this part was really difficult because I wanted to make it look like the building. And I was looking at pictures of the building and the set and everything. And I feel like I did a pretty good job. You'll see it at the end, but there's a lot of detail that I put into this. And so it's two buildings put together. And I know that this isn't how the actual apartment is. You know, it's an apartment building, so they're probably on like the second or third level. But I wanted it to just be the full house. So I took the format or the floor plan. I can't speak. I took the floor plan from Google. I just found it. And I made it to where the outside looked like it was two buildings put together. I don't know, just to make it look cool. I think it looks really cool, and I think it works out, but I hope you guys like it. This is where I started getting a little confused because I wanted to use those, I don't even know what those are called, those corners right there. I wanted to use it on the outside because that's what it looks like in the photo that I was using, but I couldn't do it because, as you can see, I figured out that they only go on walls. So then I added walls there, and then I tried to do it, but it didn't work. So I had to delete those first walls, put the windows back, and then put that there. See, trial and error. You guys saw the process right there. But then, so that gave it more of, I mean, I don't even know what you would call that look. Just like an old building look. And then there was 3 lights right outside of those. I guess those are little balconies. And I added the plants, just like the photo that I saw. And I added a little gargoyle statue there. Add some pillars, and then this is where I was doing the top of the building. And then when I first started making this, I didn't think I was going to do the rooftop where they go. So I made the roof look a little bit different right now, but it's going to look completely different at the end of this. But I realized, why not do the roof? If they hang out there anyway, I can just add stairs and have them hang out up there. So at first I was just like, okay, let's just add a few things there. So all of this stuff is going to end up going away anyway. I should have just deleted it, but you know, whatevs. So then here I was like, oh, I could add a little staircase on the side to make it look like a New York apartment with those fire escapes on the outside. And I was looking at so many photos. I was Googling so many photos. This whole thing probably took me about 6 hours total, but it took me the whole entire day because I would stop on and off. But oh, this is my favorite part. Because as we all know, they have those little parts of their house. It's like a part of the story. And here, I forgot what happened exactly, but something happened to their wall. So here's a little staircase that I did. It looks good. It looks good. This whole thing changes too. I mean, I didn't have an actual plan. Like I was saying, I just looked at pictures at my phone, and it took me a full 6 hours to do, but it took me the whole entire day, but like in total of 6 hours. And it's because I kept changing things, putting things back, and I just wanted it to look a certain way. So I wish I can keep the stairs that way, but I ended up changing it. Why did I change it? I don't know, but if you want to, you can change it back. I really liked that kind of staircase that I did. Where is it? Right here. I prefer this one because it looks more like a New York staircase, but then I changed it for some reason. We'll figure out why soon. Maybe I forgot what I did. I don't remember, but see, as you can see, I'm trying to make the two buildings look completely separate, just really close together, like how some of the buildings are in the city. And I found, I think some exact pieces from the Sims market, which is great. So this is what I always do. I always start on one part, and then I go to another part, and then I go to another part, and I don't finish things yet. I just keep going, keep going. And so here, I was having a huge problem with this part. Because there isn't just little holes that you can put on the wall and then still have a part of the ceiling, how like a bar would be in a kitchen. So I was trying to make a fake one by just using those little things. I keep forgetting the name of it. I need to figure out names of things so I can do better voiceovers for you guys. But that's not how it's going to end up. It's going to look so much better than this, but this is just me feeling things out. And then Ted is just an interesting character. He had green zebra print floors, so I went with that. But I tried to make it as exact as possible. They had a lot of woodwork on the inside. It was just an older building. The only thing that I did do different, I think, was that he has blinds in his apartment, but the blinds that I wanted to use here don't go over these specific windows, but I needed to have these windows because it just added to that apartment flair. Oh, here, this is where I started figuring out what to do with the kitchen. But this was a lot of fun to make. I love How I Met Your Mother. I'm not going to lie, though. I love Friends more. Friends is my all-time favorite. But How I Met Your Mother is one of the top sitcoms, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, see, so here now I start to get it. That's what I really like about doing these kinds of things, is that you can just keep trying and then you'll get it eventually, So here I do my little take on it, but I think that works out. I mean, that looks really cool in my opinion. And their kitchen, as we all know, Marshall and Lily had sex on that floor. Oops. But they had just a white kitchen with black and white tiles. And I think in one of the pictures I saw, they had their washer machine in the kitchen too. So I added their washing machine right there. And the round table works so perfectly for here. I'm going to remove, I think, 3 of those chairs. Oh, the chairs get so annoying to me too. But so here, I was going to start with a red couch. And so I uploaded 2 different downloads if you guys want to download them. One of them has a yellow couch and one of them has the red couch. And if you have this yellow couch, that's why I did it. But maybe if I find the link, I'll try and link it, or I'll give you the name at least. But I wanted them to have a yellow couch because their couches always changed. They had a brown one, and then they had I think it was a red one and then a yellow one. I don't know if that's the specific order, but they have a lot of freaking chairs up in there, man. So I wanted to put as many chairs as I could. I had their little TV. I made that a little bit smaller. And then since we don't have the piano, I had to put the freaking organ right there. So I don't know if you can use the organ because it's a little bit in the wall. But it works. It works out. It looks pretty cool. And I like how crowded it is. That's why I really wanted to do this house/apartment, is because of how cluttered their stuff is. Oh, this rug was giving me a hard time, but I did end up finding one. Their colors and patterns are so weird and awkward, but they just go so well together. And their table on the side, the drawers were baby blue, so I went with the little kids table. And see that table right there? I ended up changing it because I remember in an episode, Marshall finds out that he's going to be a judge, I think, right behind the couch, and that's where their computer is. So, I had to work it out just a little bit, but adding some stuff on some shelves. Decorating is my favorite part. Building can get a little bit stressful because it takes forever. I can't even begin to tell you. I've been sitting here all day, guys, editing this. I don't even know if it's going to get that many views. My Let's Plays, or not Let's Plays, I haven't done Let's Play yet. My builds, I think my last one is still at less than 1,000, so and my goal is not to get views on this. My goal is just to build and then just upload it, like make some cool, awesome builds and just show it to you guys. So I don't even care if this has views or not, but I love this build so much. And even though it's a How I Met Your Mother one, I think I'm actually going to use it for some, like one of my families, because I want to live above a bar, and I just think this is perfect. And look at what I do here. This is one of my favorite parts. So I wanted to make a little exit as well as an entrance for it. So I add trash cans and then I add a TV. Because if you remember the episode where Barney just goes outside and smashes a bunch of TVs, I thought that was a really funny touch. So here I start working on the downstairs. Finally, it took a while to get down here, but I just kind of guessed for a second. I was like, screw it, I'll put a hallway right there and see where that goes. And I mean, I don't know. I wish I kept the striped ones now that I look at it. I mean, this one's pretty too. For the awning, is that what you call it? An awning? I think the green striped one would be better. And then I add some flowers. I had a lot of trouble with that thing, that awning. Is that what it's called, an awning? I think it's called that. And I'm going to change that sign too. For McLaren's, it's going to be a different sign. I'm going to change that whole thing because in the beginning, this wasn't a restaurant, I don't think. I don't think it was a restaurant in the beginning. Oh, see, and then I add the lights that are there because they have lights. Oh, this is so fun. I'm like so excited as I'm watching this. It was a lot of fun to make, to be honest. And then there's trees outside that has lights as well. Oh, and also I'm actually going to move the whole lot a little bit. So there's going to be more walking space in the front. And because this little area got me frustrated because I wanted the bar to fit, but then it had to be like, it wasn't supposed to be aligned with that door. Do you know what I mean? So as you see the open door, that one that I just moved, well, you can see right now I'm having so much trouble with it because I wanted you'll see how I make the bar around it. So I had to like move the whole entire lot in order to move the side to move aside. It was kind of frustrating to do. I think that's one of the reasons why it took so long. But here I finally did it. And so I got to move that and then I get to add the bar. And it looks so much better this way. So I'm so happy. Oh my God, look at how cool it looks. It's so exciting to me. I love Sims. Do you guys like Sims? I mean, if you're watching this, I'm assuming. See, look I had to move everything. It was so frustrating. But I ended up making it work. I was thinking about deleting this whole part, but I wanted to show the trial and error, like I said. And it was definitely difficult, but I did it, and the lights look so cool. And I all right. So that's why I had to move it. I had to move it because of the room, because I moved the whole lot. But anyway, so now I'm starting on the McLaren's bar, which is so exciting. I don't know why this just made me so happy to build. And I know that they already have a Friends one out there, like with the Central Perk and Monica and Joey's apartment. But if you guys want me to do that, especially because it'll have a bunch of newer stuff, because that was made a few years ago, so it'll have new stuffs from PAX, then let me know. And just let me know down below what you guys want me to make next, because apparently after making this one, I could actually do it. I didn't think I could do it before. But I was messing with the bar a lot. And then there's their booth. Oh, how fun. Which it's interesting too, because why aren't the booths green if the chairs are, I don't know. It's interesting. I changed this whole thing too, because right over there, it was supposed to be like a downstairs too, but I was like, nah, whatever. I'm just going to put one of the booths there, and then upstairs, I'll add the floor again. And I'll just add some plants there, which I'm going to do later. But so I move everything to the side. I'm going to end up moving it back too, see? And I'm going to add some chairs. It's going to look really pretty at the end. I mean, you guys saw some of this stuff, but I really think it looks like McLaren's. There's maybe some differences, like I added a little wall barrier in the middle, but they do have some pillars. And yeah, I made the chairs green. I was just looking at pictures that I saw, and of course we don't see one side of the wall most of the time, so I wanted to just add like what I thought a pub would be, like an Irish pub in New York City, which, by the way, I still have yet to go to New York City, which kind of sucks. Here I added the bathroom with the stalls. I made the floor kind of grimy. So yeah, there's a boy and girl bathroom, yo. I think it looks pretty legit. I mean, I'm really happy with it. I've said that multiple times. And I really like how on one side there's brick. And I'm sorry, I noticed too as I was editing this that I did this without any lights on those rooms. So I'm sorry that you can't see it, but now you can. See? That looks good. So I made those walls white. I wish I added some cracks and stuff down there. But, you guys can add whatever stuff you want to. Like I left a lot of space where you guys, I mean, I don't know. It's cluttered, but it isn't cluttered. It's like both, I guess, if that makes any sense. Oh, I love those. I love that part. I'm like getting so excited as I watch this. I hope you guys are interested in these like I am. I can sit down and watch so many different like speed builds. I'm just so interested in them. And the more clutter I add, the more realistic it starts to look. And I move things around. So what it looks like now, it's not going to look like in a little bit. Just wait for it. Wait for it. And if you guys don't remember that episode, but that door right there, it's like that one episode where they make fun of, who was it? Barney at the end? I forgot who it was. But it was supposed to be like, oh my God, what is that door? So I just ended up making it into a hallway. And the bar that this is based off of, I think it's called McGee's or something. I don't know what it's called. But it is in New York. And the wallpaper actually was like paintings. So I wanted to do that by doing those paintings on the wall, if you guys saw it. So I wanted it to kind of resemble the bar that McLaren's is even based off of, because there is a bar in New York that McLaren's is based off of. So as you can see here, I'm so happy I took out one of those like bar backs, if that's what you would call it. I know a bar back is a person, but I don't know, like a storage place. And I just kept one. I love adding the mats too. I like making it detailed. So it's just like, oh yeah, that does look like the place. And so I added the host place outside because I had to have a host since it's a restaurant. I didn't want it to be a bar because, I mean, I don't know. And I think you can live at restaurants, right? I think you just have to have the people buy the restaurant and then just lock the door upstairs. So if you want to do that, you can. But this lot is like a few hundred. I think it's like 200,000. So just use the cheat. Mother load, screw it, just do it. Screw it, I just do it. Screw it, I just do it. Okay, now I'm going to start doing more details here. At first, I put the computer there, as you can see, but then I remembered that the computer was facing towards the audience in one of the episodes, so I had to move that. But look at the little boxes I put underneath Ted's, like, working station. And then, let's see, what else do I do? Oh, yeah, there was a chair there. I was looking at so many photos. There was one photo where there was a chair there, and then there was another photo where there was like an easel there. So I ended up changing that, and I put the easel there. But here, as you can see, I put the little workstation, the computer. I added a plant. I don't even know how the plant situation was, but I just wanted to add plants. And those barrels are my favorite. I love clutter items. Look at how much better it looks with clutter items. I was about to say without. I forgot to put stuff on the coffee table though. But see, I'm giving you guys options. You guys can add things, places too. So it would be nice. See, and then I tried to make it as realistic by adding one of those blockers. And then there's that little artistic thing. I ended up deleting that. But yeah, I had so much fun making this, guys. And let me know down below too if you guys like How I Met Your Mother. If you don't, then, Oh, and the only thing that's missing too is the swords. I didn't have a sword one. I didn't have one like a custom content either, and there was no sword thing. So I just added a little, what was that? Like a sailboat? A ship? Now I'm doing pictures. I think I moved that mirror. I don't know if I kept that mirror there or not. But yeah, oh my God. And then Ted's room is when I did this. We don't really see too much of one side of Ted's room, but I feel like I got his room right. It's very cluttered too. He has a lot of storage space and he has a lot of things on his dresser. So I tried to resemble that. And I kept moving things around, you know. I think I made it look so good. I'm very, very proud of myself. Please let me know down below if you enjoy this. This is my favorite part too, because he has a TV in there and then he has like a little bookshelf thing. So I recreated it by just putting a bunch of clutter. And then he had posters there. He had a chair there. We good. I added a stack of CDs. And if you guys don't know how to raise items on your keyboard, just press the number 9 on the number like pad. I mean on the top numbers, not the keypad. That's how you raise it. And then to lower it is 0. There's a lot of different cheats that you guys could use, like I am using. And to make things bigger, you use the brackets. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Ooh, that's what I added. I was so excited when I added that. I wanted to add it everywhere, but then it wouldn't look good. So I decided to just put it there, and then I moved the chairs around in order to add 2 more dining tables. So that really worked out. And one of the tables too, I liked it because it has 1 chair. So it's like, don't worry, you can eat alone. Don't trip. Don't trip. And I loved adding the lights. I love the hanging lights as well too. So I added candles on the tables that don't have the hanging lights because I didn't want to have hanging lights everywhere. I wanted it to still have that like orangey, darker lighting to it for an underground bar. You know, I think the lighting in here, it looks like an Irish pub. Like, correct me if you think I'm wrong, but it literally looks like an Irish pub to me. I fucking love it. Yeah, and then I'm just adding more clutter things, trying to make it look better. And you guys see, I got obsessed with those pillars. I was trying to add them everywhere. Oh, and I do change those. I change it to more of a black, like gated little thing around the tree. But then that's where I added the little seating area. I just changed it to that. And here is where I changed that. Ooh, am I getting to... Oh, no. I'm not getting to the roof yet. The roof is my favorite part. I love the roof. Oh yeah, there's a lot of things that I haven't done yet, but they had a lot of random things. And it pisses me off that you can't do 4 chairs around that like evenly. It has to be that weird 2 chairs next to each other for that round dining table. I love the dining table, but I also don't love it. This is where I messed up. By the way, that's a custom content. So that's another thing that I messed up. And in here, they have so many different ways that their living room is arranged because, you know, over the years, people rearrange their stuff. So one time there was a turquoise table on the side. So I was able to do that. And then I just added a bunch of stuff. I added a bunch of tissue boxes too because I was like, oh, Ted's going to be crying everywhere. And then I added a clock. I mean, we have no idea what's on this other side, you know? So I just tried to make it just how I think it would have been. So I added some cracks, some more stuff, some wall stains because it is an old apartment. I would have loved to live here though. And then now I started to do Marshall and Lily's room. I did it in a way where it was like Robin's room though at first. And then I was like, oh, I'll just let Marshall and Lily live in here too. So it's a mixture, you know. I end up changing that photo too. I don't change a lot of things in here. This one was a pretty easy room to do. I was like, yeah, she'll like this. She'll like this. And I always do that. I'll just like start working on a room. And if I see something that I like, then I'll run to the room really quick and add it and then run back to the other room. Do you like how I said run, even though I can't run in Sims? I can't run. They could run. Yes, but I love it. So I added an easel there to change it, but then I end up putting the easel in the work area so it could kind of be more cluttered because I felt like there was a lot of open space there. So I wanted to kind of crowd it up a little bit, but there is a lot of open space here. So pretty. Added some music right there because I don't think they'll be able to play the piano. I added a wreath because it's random. And then I don't know what that middle room is. So after doing the bathroom here, I just made it into a laundry room. That's what I think it would be. I mean, I don't know. But I think this is how their bathroom was because I remember the shower being on the right-hand side when they were talking about the goat thing or when they were like hiding in there. I really love this show, guys, by the way. I literally made this whole house today. No benefit to me. Like, what does this benefit me in? I'm not getting paid to do this. But I had a lot of fun doing it. You know, here's the laundry room I was talking about. So again, this is where I added the dryer because the washer is in the kitchen, which is so weird to me. But I mean, hey. And then whenever I do my laundry rooms, I just use exactly the same thing. I use every single laundry day thing. And this is where I change it. The chair, I end up deleting that chair. And I put the easel there instead. And then I put the mirror there. That's what I did. I just liked that a lot better, you know, and then I added some flowers to make it pretty. And then this was supposed to be like, I went out to the back. Yeah, I wanted to add that pipe everywhere. I'm that type of person that it's like if I find something, I'll get obsessed with it and I want to add it everywhere. So it's kind of bad. But there I wanted to make it kind of like a street kind of like area so they could like perform there on the other side. And then parking, I don't fucking know. I just wanted to add a bunch of stuff. And some lights right there. Here is where I started changing the top. I was like, wait a second, why don't I make the roof? So I changed everything to like brick, but then I had to change stuff back to black. This was very challenging. Every single time I tried adding like a wall, the whole thing would change color. So I had to change everything. So I didn't want those just to be empty rooms. So I added those huge, I don't even know what those are, just like metal things on the top. And then it's going to be kind of like the electrical room. So I'm going to end up adding doors on both sides of them. And so I don't think they'll be able to walk in one of them. But I was looking at a lot of photos of when Barney proposed to Robin. And I was trying to play off of that, even though there was a lot of lights because of, he was proposing. So I tried to play off of that. So I have those flowers over there. That was there. There is two things that were like in the middle of the ground. One there. Yeah, you'll see what I'm doing. I don't have to explain everything. But then I added the chimneys to the walls just to add some sort of texture and like, just make it look more 3-dimensional or 4-dimensional instead of it being just straight walls. So here I changed a little bit too, and do you see how all of the freaking brick is gone and I have to put it back? So frustrating that was. Oh my God. But then I added more like lawn furniture, and then I added some tables. I think I even added a snowman guy because I think one day they were doing some like sand beach stuff up there. So I was like, oh yeah, there it is. So I just wanted to add it. I added a cooler, a heater, some wind chime, a bird. Like I added a bunch of stuff so they could hang out there. I did show it when it's dark. That's good. So it looks really pretty, right? At nighttime. I love it. So I don't know, guys. I hope you guys find it because it is modded. So that kind of does suck. I'm sure you guys can find it. But just make sure that you check the mark that says that you want like modded script. I think you just have to press advanced or something. And so I started adding more bushes, but then I took those out because I was like, why is there going to be bushes on the top? But there was a few. But yeah, I love it. I added some candles. And then this is the room that was supposed to be like the apartment hallway. So I just added like a little bulletin board, a chair, and just a few like hallway items, that I think would be in the hallway. I wish I was able to use like the trash can and the mailbox and put it there, but I was not able to. But I think I ended up making it work. I changed the chair to one of those like corner benches. I think I'm going to do it pretty soon. Where is it? I wanted to add some like lighthouse stuff and just more clutter, guys. More clutter. And yeah, there isn't a lot of ceiling lights, so I put just a lot of lamps. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think this is the end here. Is this the end? There it is. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I tried to make like a little cinematic little walkthrough at the end of the tour. So this is all of them playing. I downloaded these people from the community, so you guys could even play How I Met Your Mother if you wanted to, and download my apartment house McLaren's bar thing. But it's amazing. There's a lot of walking space. I should have made it a little bit smaller on that end, but I mean, I freaking love it. There she goes in her room, boo. See? And I put that door hanging thing, as you can see on the door. You guys are going to have to delete that because it doesn't move with the door. I didn't know that it wouldn't move, so you guys are going to have to delete that. But everything else is pretty good. Look at how happy Marshall is. I'm so excited. This is the laundry room. Try to do a little show and tell. And then right in here is the bathroom. To the right and to the left. So stupid. And then now I'm going to show you McLaren's. Look at our little friend getting out there. I'm going to show you going downstairs. Oh my God, look at this. How fun is this? This was so fun to make. I'm really happy that I was able to make this for you guys. Look, I would hang out here. I love it. It looks so real, right? Oh yeah. Heck yes. And I'm going to show you one of the bathrooms. I think I'm going to show you the guy's bathroom. Let's see. I wish there was urinals. I can't believe there was no urinals here. There you go. And then this is their little booth. Oh my God. I wish I put them there like hanging out and sitting, but whatever. And then there's no Carl. It's some girl. That's some girl that... This is through that door. So this is where they cook and everything. And then through this hallway, there's a security camera. And then you go out this way. Yep. Looking good. This was so fun. And then now I'm going to show you upstairs on the roof where they're hanging out. Yes. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye. Don't forget to comment down below what you guys want to see. Sorry, I'm running out of seconds. Bye. Love you. Bye. Bye. Bye.